Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hollywood Casino Columbus. And coincidentally, happy Columbus Day, right? I want to thank you for coming out today. We do have a brief program here for our grand opening at Hollywood Casino Columbus. This has been a long time in the making, and I know that everyone's been keeping an eye on the construction, on the hiring of the team members, on everything that has gone in to creating this magnificent facility here at Hollywood Casino Columbus. And we've actually prepared a little video highlighting some of those activities. If you would, please turn your attention to any of the screens around us.
Our vision for Hollywood Casino Columbus was very straightforward. We wanted to build a special place, and a special place that the entire community takes pride in showing off to their friends and family. It's an iconic addition to the whole Central Ohio community, and more importantly, a very special place for people to come to work in. It was very, very important to us to create a long-term sustainable business model where people are actually coming inside this building and actually having fun, whether you are a team member here working, whether you're a customer, whether you're just visiting, whether you're just coming here for dining or gaming, that this is a place where people are actually having fun.
Before I joined Hollywood Casino, I was working for another casino company in St. Louis.
I was at the Columbus Country Club.
I was working with Cameron Mitchell Restaurants.
Actually, I was in school.
I was a stay-at-home dad.
JCPenney's, Caskey Dry Cleaners, and the Columbus Zoo.
Victoria's Secret.
Before I came here, I was selling computers at the Apple Store.
I was at Caesars, Atlantic City.
I really wanted to join the family, partly because Penn National. Penn has a phenomenal reputation in the gaming industry.
Penn's more about your growth, where you are, where you can be in 5 years, where you can be in 10 years. So for me, it was just a no-brainer to come and work for Penn.
I'm a West Sider. I saw the casino going up, thought it would be exciting and wonderful, and I could actually take my skills and hopefully find a job there.
This was an opportunity to continue doing something positive for my career.
Right now, when you walk down the hallway to the green room, everyone's interacting. It might take you a bit longer to get there because everyone's saying hello to each other, everyone's talking to each other. But when you talk about red carpet customer service, everyone's living and breathing that now. And if we're doing it now, once we open, it's just going to be second nature.
Everybody is so willing to help each other out because we all know how monumental this is to Columbus. It's great to have that personal connection where you can walk down the hall with someone and pass them 5 times, and even on the 5th time, it's like, hey, how you doing? And it's really great.
I've never been part of a team like this.
Team is in our DNA.
You feel that everybody cares for everybody, and you feel like you're part of family.
Our focus has always been to, wherever we've been in the casino business, is to improve the area and show what a good neighbor we are, whether it's through our charitable contributions or just the economic impact that we make in an area and how positive it really is.
Through our hiring process, we've seen so many people come through from all over, and especially from the West Side. And to see people who have been out of work or who have been laid off, who are just trying to find a new job for themselves, having this opportunity here for them is so rewarding and so exciting.
Our community outreach is a principal core of who we are. It's who we stand for. It's something that we've really looked for with every team member that we bring on board, is people who have a passion to give back to the community, and I think that's integral to our success. I'm a little nervous with the opening. I would lie if I didn't say that.
You can feel the buzz, you can feel the energy.
You know, man, we just want to get in there and we just want to do this.
Take a deep breath.
I'll be so happy when this casino opens.
Ready to go.
Very anxious.
I'm excited.
Nervous.
I feel pretty good.
Let's pull the curtains up. Let's go. You are a great team, and I know that each of you are going to be working as hard as you can. You're going to give 110%. Hello, Columbus. Here we go.
Now, while the video you just watched pretty much sums it up for Hollywood Casino Columbus, I am sharing the stage with some very prestigious individuals here, and I actually have the honor of introducing the gentleman who is sitting next to me. Now, this gentleman is no stranger probably to anyone in this room. This gentleman is a two-time Heisman Trophy winner. He served 7 seasons with the Cincinnati Bengals. This gentleman is the president and CEO of the Alumni Association at Ohio State. Ladies and gentlemen, Archie Griffin.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I'm starting to get used to John introducing me. You know, he's been doing a wonderful job here. Well, it sure is great to see all of you here this morning. You all doing okay? I know you're especially doing okay after that Buckeye football game, right? I thought I'd mention that because that was a terrific evening on Saturday night. You know, I've had the unique opportunity to spend some time connecting with this team over the last couple of weeks. 2 weeks ago, I had a chance to be a part of their special team member pep rally where they came together in an action-packed, energizing way to celebrate the major accomplishment of being prepared for today's opening. Now, that was definitely something that was exciting. It was really exciting to be there. And I can tell you that there are 2,000 employees eager and ready to open the doors today to the public. You could feel the energy and excitement building as each unit entertained with singing, dancing, and skits. Everyone was having a great time. They have worked extremely hard preparing for the opening and are really, really chomping at the bit to get the doors open today. And I can assure all of you that their key focus will be on providing quality customer service to every person that comes through the doors. Then last week, I was here when they gave a sneak peek to some of the community and showed guests that they are ready to open the doors to Central Ohio and all who comes to visit. The VIP reception was spectacular, wonderful service, great atmosphere, and superb food. I was honored to be a part of this event along with Mayor Coleman, Buster Douglas, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. The crowd was really, really in rare form, and from what I could see, everyone was really enjoying all that this facility has to offer, from restaurants to the tables on to the slots. I heard a lot of cheering going on, and through the generosity of Hollywood Casino Columbus and Amit Patel, Vice President and General Manager, a lot of charities are going to benefit greatly from that evening as well. Hollywood Casino Columbus is ready, and I wish all the team members the best of luck in their new careers and look forward to seeing the impact that they make on the West Side and throughout Central Ohio. It is now my pleasure to introduce some of the other speakers here on stage. Our first speaker has led Penn National Gaming's efforts to bring casino gambling to the state of Ohio. First at Hollywood Casino Toledo, which opened in May, and now here on Columbus West Side at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the President and Chief Operating Officer of Penn National Gaming Incorporated, Mr. Tim Wilmot.
Thank you, Archie. Good morning. Today really is a historic day for our company as well as the city of Columbus and all of Central Ohio. You know, a lot of water has passed under the bridge in the nearly 3 years it has taken us to get to this point. But as we look back now, It's all the positive memories that we'll carry with us going forward. Those memories include a small group of local business owners led by our next door neighbor, Chris Hadesy, who stood very near this spot with signs reading, "The West Side is the best side." The local business community truly rolled out the red carpet for us, and we're excited to play a part in this area's revival. I'd also like to thank Mayor Coleman for bringing this $400 million economic engine to fruition. We're honored to be in the city of Columbus and are thankful for Mayor Coleman and his staff for working tirelessly alongside us to make this day possible. We're proud to join with the City of Columbus in a unique partnership that we've set up that will provide $5 million in funding over the next 3 years for charities and civic organizations here on the West Side. I'd also like to thank Governor Kasich, our local legislative delegation, Chairman Tim Guyton and the Franklin Township trustees, and Chairwoman Joanne Davidson, her fellow members of the Ohio Casino Control Commission, and the commission staff led by Matt Schuler for their efforts throughout this development and licensing process. Finally, we remain very thankful for the voters of Ohio who in 2009 made this historic decision to allow us to exist in the state of Ohio. And then 6 months later, in May of 2010, they overwhelmingly approved a second constitutional amendment to allow us to change addresses. We're also aware that this would never happen without the many local public officials, our friends in the business community, organized labor, leaders of the minority communities here in Central Ohio, and many, many others. And last but not least, I want to say thanks and good luck to all of our new employees, 2,000 of you. Welcome to Penn National. Amit Patel and his team have brought us to this day, and we're confident that we'll continue to show leadership in making this a premier gaming and entertainment facility. The vast majority of our team members are from Central Ohio, and many of them are also neighbors here on the West Side. As we all do, we look forward to helping our cast members foster successful careers in the gaming industry here in Ohio and around the country. I would also be remiss if I failed to acknowledge the terrific construction team led by Smoot Construction, our many subcontractors, our architect Marnell Correo and Associates, and our interior design team led by Genesis Design. You delivered this wonderful project on time and on target. You met your promises, allowing us to meet, even exceed our ambitious goals for participation by unions, by minority and women-owned businesses, and by local companies. We're proud of that achievement, and for all of those who took part in this project, I say thank you. We all know there'll be a bit of trepidation in how much we can and will do for our host communities and the state of Ohio. We now have an obligation to be a good neighbor, a good corporate citizen, and a dependent employer. Please judge us by our actions, but I can personally assure you that this is the legacy Penn National seeks to build in every place we do business. And our efforts will continue unabated here on the West Side, in Columbus, and in Central Ohio, and indeed all around the state. To all of you here today, thank you for coming. What you're about to experience is the excitement and high energy of a premier gaming, dining, and entertainment combined with the extraordinary red carpet service that is our hallmark for the Hollywood Casino brand. We think you'll agree that no gaming operator in America today can deliver an experience for the capital dollar we allocate to our properties. From our board, Chairman and CEO Peter Carlino, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, myself and all the team at the corporate headquarters back in Eastern Pennsylvania, we're very proud to be here, and we're very proud that you've joined us for this very special day. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for all you've done to make this happen. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Our next speaker is a familiar face to us all. Now in his fourth term, Michael Coleman is Columbus' longest-serving mayor. When he took office, the mayor made a commitment to improve the quality of life for families in Columbus neighborhoods. The jobs created by this casino and the tax revenues it generates will go a long way toward the revitalization taking place here on Columbus West Side and in communities throughout the city. It is my pleasure to welcome Columbus Mayor Michael Coleman.
Thank you, Archie. You know, it's not too often when I can sit on stage in between Archie Griffin on my right side and Ann Margret on my left side, and then Buster Douglas holding up the end there. That's truly special for me. And Ann Margret, want to welcome you to Columbus. You know, one of her great movies was Viva Las Vegas. Well, now I want to tell you, Viva Columbus! How symbolic to have this casino opening on Columbus Day, for it represents a new frontier in the city of Columbus. One project, one building, one operation has resulted in 3,500 construction jobs for our community. 2,000 permanent jobs right here, serving some 10,000 people a day coming through this facility. This was once, on this very site, an abandoned factory, polluted, had no hope, run down. How in the world was it ever going to get cleaned up? And look at it today with folks like Andy Ginther, the president of City Council over there, working hard to ensure that this site's cleaned up. Hollywood Casino came in and transformed this abandoned, polluted site into this jewel of a facility that creates income and jobs for thousands and thousands of people in the city of Columbus. You know, a couple weeks ago I took a tour and my eyes popped out. Couldn't believe it, how wonderful this place is. But the best thing about it is not all the glitz and glamour, which is a good thing in Columbus, right? It was those employees. I met many of them. They were in training. And they were as proud as any employees I've ever seen. Excited about their new opportunity, this new frontier for them too was about to begin. And I'm proud to be working with Hollywood Casino to be a great partner in supporting the West Side of Columbus. And we thank them because this West Side Community Fund, where the Hollywood Casino put in $2.5 million, the City of Columbus put in $2.5 million. With that $5 million, we're going to make a difference to this West Side in all kinds of things that will be good for this community. We're proud of this partnership, and we're excited about this new frontier in the city of Columbus. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor. You know, when we finish this morning, I invite you to visit the final cut. Inside the bar and glass showcase, you will see a dress worn by actress Ann Margret. Of course, she starred in a number of Hollywood films, including Bye Bye Birdie, Viva Las Vegas, The Cincinnati Kid, Carnal Knowledge, and Tommy. Well, I'm excited to tell you that we not only have Ann Margret's dress here in Columbus, we are honored to have her join us in person for today's ribbon cutting. Please join me in welcoming two-time Academy Award nominee, winner of 5 Golden Globes, Emmy winner, and Grammy nominee, Ann Margret.
Oh my goodness. Hello, Columbus. I am so excited to be here on the grand opening of the Hollywood Casino in Columbus, Ohio. Everyone's taller than me. I just really... look at this. The Art Deco. Oh my gosh. The movie clips. The trailers, I believe. And the memorabilia. Yes, I heard that one of my dresses, no, I really do know about it. One of my Bob Mackie dresses happens to be at the final cut in it's a steakhouse here. Indeed, I wore it during my career. Obviously, I can't get into it now, but that's why it's great to have it here. And I think I'm an unofficial Ohioan, because in Bye Bye Birdie, as Kim McAfee, I lived in a place called Sweet Apple, Ohio. And I want to tell you, I have performed here in Columbus, and you guys are such incredible audiences. I was excited to come back here. Now, I want you all to have a great time, okay? Go out there and play. Play hard. Yes. Have a great time. God bless.
All right. Thank you, Ann. All right. Let's give her another big round of applause. Come on now. All right. Thank you. I'd also like to take a minute to welcome one of Columbus's own who will be joining us in the ribbon cutting in just a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big cheer for the champ, James Buster Douglas. Thank you. Thank you. And now it's time to greet our host here at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Vice President General Manager Amit Patel has been working around the clock to make this day possible. He has put together a team of more than 2,000 highly motivated team members who are ready to entertain you and deliver a memorable red carpet experience. Please join me in an enthusiastic welcome for Amit Patel.
Good morning. Archie, thank you so much. I don't have to tell you how much impact you make in the community here, not only as a football legend, but what you've done all around Central Ohio for the state, and of course, the Hollywood team from day one. You've become a part of our team now. Look forward to working with you. Special thanks to the Columbus and Central Ohio community for coming together and making this project happen as one team, one community, one goal, and one focus, and that being the rebirth of the West Side. Thanks to the West Side community for being not only a gracious host, starting out, as Tim pointed out before, welcoming us, soliciting us, embracing us, and then partnering with us for the future. Thank you so much for the entire West Side community, and looking forward to working with everyone here to make sure that our future is brighter than what it is even today. Mayor Coleman, special thanks to you and your wonderful staff that has worked relentlessly with me and my team to not only the past 18 months of some very trying times, but I also really appreciate your interest, your vested interest in looking not only at the property but on the people side, and making sure that we are aligned in our focus with Hollywood Casino and your administration working together for a brighter future of the West Side. Truly, truly appreciate your support. The next group of people that I want to thank here, you will very quickly see how passionate they are. And passion is one of the words that I've used in the last several months to describe what we're doing, whether it's building the casino, whether it's operating the casino, whether it's training programs, whether it's recruitment programs, whether it's looking at our processes, our product, our final touches. Very, very thankful to the very passionate team and a very proud team that has sacrificed so much to get to this point and work with us to get on board, and the sacrifices made by your families as well. Really, really appreciate to the 2,000 team members that are part of our family now. Thank you. Many thanks to Peter Carlino, our chairman and CEO, for setting the vision for the company that continues to motivate me to work on the operating principles of what Penn has established is a very, very unique operating principle that we operate by, and that would not have been possible without the chairman and CEO of our company setting that vision, and continues to be my motivating driver 11 years later with Penn. Another set of thanks that is very special to me as well is Tim Wilmot, our president. I met Tim almost 5 years ago, and I'll never forget, after my first meeting with Tim, he came back and he said, Amit, we need you as a general manager in Kansas City today, not next year, not 2 years from now, but today. Thanks for putting that faith in me, Tim. John Finnemore, who's right here with me, has been my mentor for the past 10 years at Penn. He's one of the unique individuals where I can say if I saw further is by standing on the shoulders of giants, John Finnemore would be that giant. He has allowed me to make mistakes and learn from them, become a good leader, and guided me through right and wrong, and always has been my mentor, a mentor that I could count on, even at midnight, to call and say, John, I'm stuck, and what do you think I should do? Without that type of guidance early on in my career, which started 10 years ago, I would not be able to be here and be a general manager of this property and heading up this flagship project that we have with our company. Thank you so much, John. One person at corporate that deserves my special thank you only because, as Archie pointed out, and the mayor pointed out as well, the glamour, the glitz, the product, they're very easy to make, they're very easy to duplicate. What is not easy to make and duplicate is the people side of our business. It is complex, it includes personalities, it includes emotions, it includes expressions, and no person is the same. And the person who has guided me through complex people, leadership strategies throughout my history here with Penn has been a guiding force on all of my leadership and executive development of the whole company, and consistently done that with me is our Senior VP of Human Resources at Penn National, Gene Clark. Gene, thank you. Thank you so much. So we are ready to get the excitement started. And before that, I want to say to the entire Penn National corporate team that has put faith in us here, everyone at corporate, please know that you will not be disappointed, and we are ready for this challenge, and you will be very proud of the way we operate this property for years to come. With that, I have the privilege of recognizing several Central Ohio organizations who have been doing fantastic work in our Central Ohio community for many, many years. And they are the entities that have done tremendous amount of goodwill charitable work in our community that has made the ultimate difference in having our community come together. And before I recognize them, and we have clearly the proceeds from our controlled demonstration that came through, that was a success beyond our wildest dreams, is the best way I can put it. And last Wednesday, we had an overwhelming response of our controlled demonstration that we conducted, and the whole community had the support and the enthusiasm that came through that was unparalleled and something that I haven't seen. To the entire Central Ohio community, my personal thanks to welcoming me and my family and my 2 kids. This could not have been a more welcoming community, personally to me and professionally, from the school systems to the districts to the business entities to faith-based organizations. Everywhere I've been, my family has been welcomed across the board, and it is very, very uncommon to get this type of welcome from the day I landed here in Columbus 15 months ago. Thank you, everyone. I would like to welcome first the United Way of Central Ohio Chair and CEO, Janet Jackson, to come to the stage, please. I'd also like to welcome Mark King, the CEO of Smooth Construction, and Louis Smoot Sr. Thank you. During the construction campaign, what we embarked on was a campaign for United Way that was first pushed by Janet, as you can imagine. She's very shy about this type of things, but takes tremendous amount of pride in making sure that we have aligned goals. And what we ended up doing was very unique, a campaign that we started with all of our construction workers and matching funds that would amplify our contribution during the construction period only, that was matched by Smooth Construction and Penn National, to come up with a contribution for United Way Central Ohio. And we have a check for you, Janet, and it's $55,000. Yes, thank you. Thanks for coming. Yeah. Now for the organizations who have truly hit the jackpot, casino style, from our controlled demonstration. And as I said, jackpot only because the expected response was much more than anyone thought. For that, first I'd like to welcome Reverend Gene Brundage from the Hilltop Shalom Zone. From the first day I came here, in the very first month, Reverend Brundage, being a champion of the West Side community, came to see me and laid out the cards. It wasn't just, let's work on a donation. He is truly interested and has proven time and time again over the past 18 months to continue to partner with us in the community in very creative ways, in many organizations that go beyond just the monetary help. And the initiatives that Reverend Brundage has taken on the West Side has been truly inspirational to me personally as well. Thank you, Reverend. And we have a check for $62,000 for you.
Seldom am I overwhelmed, but seeing that check, Amit, moved greatly in that direction. So, the Greater Hilltop Shalom Zone is a young organization that started about 2 years ago. It's a partnership of faith-based organizations, educational institutions, and neighborhood residents and service agencies. We have the purpose of working on the west side of Columbus to improve our neighborhood and the lives of our residents. In our short history, we have conducted freedom schools, formed a drop-in teen club for at-risk youth, working with our partners, the YMCA and Franklin County Children's Services. We serve over 200 at-risk youth through that program. We sponsor a virtual high school, an after-school basketball program with our friends at Buckeye Ranch, run by volunteers of the Columbus Police and Fire Departments. We offer a free legal clinic, a free mediation center, and with our partners, we serve free food to the homeless and free meals at many of our neighborhood faith-based organizations. This is only a sampling of the many projects we're involved in. Soon after, Amit Patel came to town as general manager of this facility. Even in those early days, he graciously gave Bishop Joe Sprague and I a large amount of his time to hear about what we were doing and our dreams for the Shalom Zone. He has been a supporter and a friend ever since that meeting. He has a representative sitting on our board of directors, and he has asked nothing of us in return for his support and friendship. On behalf of the president of the Shalom Zone Board, Dr. Annette Jefferson, and our board of directors, I want to thank him and the Hollywood Casino for this very generous gift. It will allow us to stabilize some of our administrative functions and to work on some new projects, including a free medical clinic. Amit and Hollywood Casino, thank you again for being a good neighbor.
The next organization that has made tremendous impact on the west side, in the Hilltop area particularly, when I first visited them in a very cold December last year month. And the amount of initiatives that they have at these institutions was truly moving, because one of the things that touched me personally about this organization is that they ended up serving 4,000 families that are in need of constant help on a day-to-day basis, from support with kids to support with adults, support with seniors. And these 4,000 member families on the west side could not have been supported better by none other than the YMCA. For YMCA, I'd like to welcome the Central Ohio President, Andrew Roberts. He's here, Andrew, please. And Paul Westenheffer. We also have a check for $62,000 for you.
Morning, everyone. I guess in this environment, I would say it's appropriate. I'd rather be lucky than good. Amit preceded me in this community by about 6 months, and I met with him at the Florentine restaurant, and I hadn't even been to the Hilltop YMCA yet, and he proceeded to tell me that that institution was one of the foundational institutions over here on the west side. And as a new member of this community, he had heard that from other people. So I am truly humbled to stand here before you today on behalf of people like Paul and our board of directors and all the wonderful volunteers that help us strengthen community through healthy living, youth development, and social responsibility. This money will go to help support the over $300,000 of scholarships that we offer to local families. We never turn anybody at the YMCA away due to their inability to pay. And I'm particularly happy to be sitting here today with Buster Douglas, who taught us all a little something about what we do with bullying. And so we handle it a little different these days, but it's good to be here in your company. Thank you so much.
think you're starting to get the feel for how successful our control demonstration has been here. The next institution in line here, again, a very personal touch. We visited this location on West Mount Street, and this location ends up serving kids every day, 365 days a year. They open their kitchen up, and when I first visited this facility, well kept, and the one thing that we found common between Hollywood Casino and this institution is the amount of pride that is taken by people who volunteer at this institution. With that, I'd like to welcome Malcolm and Victoria Daniels from the Salvation Army on the West Mount Street, and the board member, Christy Prince.
Thank you, Amit. The Salvation Army of Central Ohio and the West Mound Corps in particular have a number of missions. We meet basic human needs, including food, shelter, and disaster relief assistance. We give people the tools they need to combat poverty, including our after-school learning centers for children, our literacy programs, and our career enhancement centers for adults. We help families find and retain stable and decent housing. And we create a sense of community in our neighborhoods by monthly men's breakfasts, family social nights, and other social programs. Our programs are tailored to meet the needs of the community, and we all know that the West Side has a number of needs. Penn National Gaming has demonstrated a commitment to the West Side. For example, the first time I met Amit, it was at the temporary office location, which was a far cry from this beautiful facility. And he introduced me to one of the administrative assistants, whose name is Sarah. Sarah was born and raised on the West Side, and Amit very proudly told me that she was the first of very many team members hired by Penn National Gaming and Hollywood Casino from the West Side. So on behalf of Salvation Army and on behalf of the Central Ohio community, thank you to Hollywood Casino for giving us this assistance. We truly appreciate it.
And a little out of sequence, but we also have $62,000 for you.
Thank you again for your assistance.
This is a machine that keeps going. Next, I have another significant presence in the West Side, but a significant footprint in the Central Ohio community, a legendary organization that has made tremendous impact in our community, coming from all angles of the Central Ohio. And we decided to partner with them as well, because they do have a very firm commitment, not only in the Central Ohio community, but also the West Side. I'd like to welcome Nick Reese from the Buckeye Ranch. And Stephen Smith, the board chair. Same amount, $62,000.
Wow, anybody else amazed by this? Amit, what time do we do this tomorrow? Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. I'm Nick Reese from the Buckeye Ranch. I appreciate the comments about legendary. What makes us legendary is the wonderful people in this community who have supported the Buckeye Ranch for 52 years now. People like Steve Smith, former board member Archie Griffin, which is great to see him this morning. And I'll tell you a quick story. 2 months after Buster won some big fight, people don't know this, but he was at the Buckeye Ranch playing basketball with our kids. So that's the kind of guy Buster Douglas is. And that's this kind of community this is. And I like to say that, this is a giving community, and it's from the leadership all the way down to everybody else in the community, and these gentlemen exemplify that, along with the folks from Penn National and here at the Hollywood Casino. We appreciate the generosity and support. The kind of work that we do doesn't happen without the support of gracious and generous people. For those of you who don't know about the Buckeye Ranch, we provide healing services for children who suffer from emotional, behavioral, and mental health issues. Every day, the Buckeye Ranch provides that care for 1,600 children and their families, effectively touching the lives of thousands of people right here in this community. We restore hope. We restore hope for families who are losing the hope that their children will be successful. And these kind of donations definitely go right to restoring that hope for those families. And we just want to say thank you very much for the folks from Penn National. Welcome to the community. And again, I'm available tomorrow if we're going to be doing this.
Last but not least, we have an organization that supplies food pantries throughout our Central Ohio community, and it seems that this organization not only has grown leaps and bounds and continues to grow in our trying times of the economy and the number of people that they serve in our community. I'd like to welcome Matt Habush from the Mid-Ohio Food Bank. The President and CEO, and Teresa Harris, Board Chair. And we have a check for $165,000.
To all of you, first I offered Teresa to speak. You always offer your board chair that opportunity. It's a good business practice and it keeps me employed. And she deferred. But I've had the privilege of being at the Mid-Ohio Food Bank now. This is my 29th year. And as most of you know, I spent another career at City Hall as an elected official. And one of the real hallmarks of this community is really about a community that embraces social responsibility. And just since I got here, I've had probably a half a dozen conversations with people who said, I've been to the food bank, I volunteered, was talking to Lewis Smoot Sr., and he was talking about how this community is separate from a lot of the other communities that he works in. And talking to Lewis Smoot Jr., and he was talking about how the football team all came out to volunteer. And you continue to see that kind of spirit from everybody in this community. But I can tell you, I have been around a long time, and I've never seen a company come in and make the splash with such grace that Penn National has done. And to Tim and to your team, I've met a lot of people, and when I met Amit, I was absolutely blown away by the sincerity, his genuineness. Here's a guy who's trying to open up a $400 million project, get it done on time, and he spent so much time really getting to understand the needs of this community. And I think that's what defines social responsibility. So you guys did a fabulous job in bringing a great person to this community who's going to continue to embody what this community is all about, and that is making sure people in this community do not go hungry, that they have housing, that they have clothing, that they have a way of coming together and meeting the needs. So Food Bank simply provides 100,000 meals a day to people who are hungry in Central and Eastern Ohio. All of this money is going to go to bring in more food to this community. 100%. We will use none of it for admin. We will use all of it to bring in more food. So thank you, Amit. Thank you, Penn National.
we're very proud to support these organizations who do exemplary work on the West Side and Central Ohio community. And before we begin the ribbon cutting ceremony, I'd like to make a special thank you note for the regulatory agency that has worked very closely with me. From the inception, guiding principles, rules, policies, and procedures, it feels like I grew together with the Ohio Casino Control Commission. To the commissioners who are present here, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for allowing us to be who we are. And Madam Chair, your guidance and your leadership is unparalleled throughout the state of Ohio. Particularly, it has touched me. The more closer we work together, the more I have been inspired as to what we need to do to be a role model in this community. Matt Schuler, you and your staff, working day and night, all the way up to last night to get our final approval, could not have committed and more passionate regulators, including your passionate staff that has worked so closely with us in very trying times. You have my word. We will be the role model of regulatory compliance in the state of Ohio. And we will definitely make sure for years to come we continue to operate in a way that is a standard that would not be paralleled by anyone, but we will be setting the standard, but we'll also be making sure that we are the shining star of how we operate casinos in the state of Ohio. And that comes from our commitment from Penn National for both properties in Toledo and also Columbus here as well. Thank you so much for working together. Yeah. I do want to lead by example and show that I am in compliance right now. I do have my badge and it's visible. It is a key license and it is a regulatory requirement, so I want to make sure that I'm not an exception to the rule. Yeah. Thank you. And now for the ribbon cutting ceremony. If you can have everyone come up to the stage, and thank you everyone, and look forward to working with you and operating this casino. Hope you come back and visit us. Really, really looking forward to make sure that this is truly the pride of the entire Central Ohio community. Thank you.
It is my distinct honor to be able to count down to the ribbon cutting of Hollywood Casino Columbus. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Hollywood Casino Columbus is now open.